Hey, welcome to Miss D6 Women's Sports.
Hey, welcome to Miss D61 Sports. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button on your way in the comment section. Please comment as well. I want to be on the way to 300, and let's get into it. So, you know, it's Wednesday, and my Lions uh, decided uh, they played pretty good, uh, but you know, as a fan, I had to kind of back away from the Lions um, because the fans they get real excited, and I get excited, and once again, if you're a true Lions fan, you've been around a while, you know that sometimes the organization um, decide that they decide that they do something. You know what? Stay pat. That's what I really wanted to say. Our upper management, Brad Holmes, decided to stay pat. And this game was very telling. The defense played pretty good. We still had a whole bunch of injuries to our secondary and to our defensive line. But they played pretty good. They gave up 16 points to the Eagles, one touchdown, a whole bunch of field goals. But let's get into it. Let me share my screen. So, 16-9 with the score. And hold on, let me share it again. So 16-9 was the score. And this is supposed to be a high power offense. And if the defense is not playing, you know that you last few years, we really been putting up points. This year has been in a lot of games been a struggle. So 16-9 score, and a lot of these what the Lions was doing with golf was kind of interesting. We went on 4 from 4, and I think it was 0 for 5. We had a interception from golf. And so Jared Goff was 14. He had 14 completions to 37 attempts. Jahmyr Gibbs, he had some good runs, but they really stopped him. As far as the passing, he had some good receptions. He had 5 for 107 yards. And one thing I noticed, and like I said, if you see this title, the general manager can either make a team or break a team. Now, for the last 3 years, I say the Lions has been flirting with Super Bowl aspirations. We made it to the NFC Championship game. Last year, we got home field advantage, and we didn't make it to the NFC Championship game. We went 15-2. This year, we're 6-4, and during the time earlier, we was having problems with injuries. Now, every team has problems with injuries, but this game really was telling. We missed some offensive linemen, especially at the middle. We lost Mahogany. We put a rookie in there. We have 2 people in the middle who are low draft picks or second or third string, and it showed. Now, with the box score don't show you is that a lot of the pass attempts, at least I seen in this game, 5 or 6 pass attempts was batted to the ground. Goff was getting pressured up the middle. He didn't get sacked a lot, I don't think. I don't remember too many sacks. It's just that the ball was being batted down, and instead of you know, very slow releases, and the little bit of pressure he did have, he threw the ball behind the receivers. He threw the ball in the dirt. It was a little chilly outside. He wore gloves, but the Lions had chances to go out and get some offensive linemen, some veteran help. They stood pat. I know they always say the next man up, and that's fine. But sometimes you have to go out and get some help. You have to go out and get some help. And I think the Lions made big mistakes. Now the Lions are now with the 6-4 record, just on the outside looking in. And let me check and see. And in their division, Bears are leading. They still got a whole bunch of games to go. And I'm sitting there watching this game, and one thing I noticed, like I said, the Lions held pat, and I'm still a fan, but at the same time, I understand that as far as the Super Bowl window, I don't know. You have to make moves, and even the Eagles made moves. And two of the players that was batting down balls was Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Now, at least one of the two, the Lions could have had in the draft. We could have had Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, one of those two. I think we drafted J-Mo, but J-Mo was coming off a knee injury, so I don't know. We still could have got him too. He was falling fast. Jordan Davis has some issues. Lions didn't want to touch it. Jalen Carter has some issues in the draft. But I'm watching players that the Lions could have drafted on defense that we didn't. And sometimes there's no Deion Sanders coming out. No Deion Sanders, Darrell Reeves, Green. There's no one-on-one corners anymore. So I noticed even in the Super Bowl winning seasons for the Giants, they won up front. They run with the offensive line and they won with their defensive line. And we don't have the corners. And there was somebody out there too, the Dolphins. We didn't get Jalen for the Dolphins. We didn't go out and get any offensive line help. And so those things showed up in this game with the batted balls. You know that Goff is not the type of quarterback that can scramble out the pocket and make something happen, or scramble out of trouble. It seems like he runs into the sacks. And so knowing that, Lions stayed pat. They just could plug in rookies or third stringers, and it showed. That's not going to help the Lions or your team win. Also on the defensive end, you didn't go out and get anybody either. Corners, we missed a whole lot of players. Now they played good, despite the injuries. The Lions defense played good. Knowing that you didn't have the offensive lineman, a lot of those fourth downs, you should have took the points. Knowing your situation. And I heard somebody say, "Do we miss Ben Johnson?" Yes, but we also miss some of the offensive linemen that either retired or got injured. And the offensive line and defensive lines are where it's not sexy, it's not glamorous, but that's where you're going to win your championships at, by getting better. And so, even though the Eagles struggled on offense, their defense is what's going to carry them a lot. They got defense, they got running game, they still got two great receivers, and so they're gonna be in the hunt. So let me share my screen, and this is where we stand in the NFC North. So let me scroll here. So Lions are 6-4. Green Bay is 6-3. We already lost to the Green Bay Packers. We lost to even Minnesota. Um, we are in third place in our division, and I think we play the Packers on Thanksgiving. And right now, we played ourselves into a wild card. And with the win, it's kind of weird. One game could either put you in the wild card, or one game could put you in um, out of playoff contention, or it could playoff contention. I still think they make the playoffs, but like I said, by not making moves, really hurt us. It really hurt us, not making moves. And if it's good enough for the Eagles to make moves, as it continue to get better, it's good enough for us. They are the Super Bowl champions. We're not the Super Bowl champions. And like I said, this game exposed a lot. And as a Lions fan, it's kind of hard. I usually call the games. I don't want to call the games anymore. You know, I'm not a fair weather fan. At the same time, sometimes you have to back away because it seems like our management do not want to. They're not serious about winning. They know the fans gonna come to the game. They know the fans gonna buy all the merchandise. They know the fans gonna do this to that. They're gonna crowd downtown Detroit, and you wait on players to become healthy. And sometimes you could have got maybe an offensive lineman and maybe a decent serviceable uh, defensive end or D tackle, but you held back. Like, okay, we got everything we need. And even the players that's coming back, they okay. You're not getting any sacks. You have to have somebody help. Aiden Hutchinson can't do it by himself. Take some of that pressure off of him, especially in the middle. We need pressure at the middle, which we're not getting a lot of. So I had to kind of back away from the Lions. And I heard people say, "Oh, they're still a good team." I don't want a good team. This fan base deserve more than just a good team. This fan base deserve a team that's really legitimately eyeing a Super Bowl win. And so, if you got injuries, whether you just get one good player, go out and get them. Do not wait to get players. Do not wait to get players. And yes, they'll make the playoffs, but I don't know because how we handle outdoors, and it wasn't even that cold compared to what it can be in the 20s. It was in the 40s. Can we play? Can we get one game at home? The Chicago Bears got tougher. Packers got better. They got Michael Parsons, another player. One of the Lions to go out there, and Cowboys didn't ask so much. And so sometimes, once again, if you're a real Lions fan, you know that no matter who the general manager is, sometimes you can show a little bit too much loyalty. So yes, this team is okay. This team is not right now as a whole, a Super Bowl contending team, you just shore up certain things. You have to have backups and backups and backups. Decent players. And I couldn't think of his name. Jalen Phillips from Miami Dolphins. And kept saying this, and they kept talk about this player, and we got absolutely nothing. And after that, I was like, you know what? I throw my hands up. They're not interested in what the fans are interested in, and that's winning a Super Bowl. And you would do anything, knowing the history of this team. This team made history in the 2008 season, when 0-16. And so we came from that to this, and you teasing the fans. Oh yeah, we gonna make the playoffs, and that's good. But don't tease the fans and have all this, and not go out and get players, and you know that you're injured. Now let me say this: Jared Goff is not a bad quarterback, but Jared Goff has no mobility. He cannot move outside the pocket. Now, knowing this, we see that. Brad Holmes don't see that, especially up the middle. A quarterback that don't have mobility, you have to have great inside tackles, offensive tackles. Because that's the worst thing you can have for a quarterback that really can't move in the pocket. Somebody bull rushing you. So I don't know. I don't know if this team can, without making moves. Maybe they make moves next year. I don't know. But you cannot waste time. Super Bowl windows close real fast, and other teams get better. And this division has gotten better. It wasn't bad last year. You got some young quarterbacks, Caleb Williams and Jordan Love. It's a tough division. And you trying to compete with the Eagles. You trying to compete with the your division, the Packers and the Bears, and some other surprises that might come along. But sometimes you can be so cheap that you play your way out of it. And people always see the price. Oh, they're still a good team. We're not looking for good. We're looking for great, and we're looking for continued improvement. And let the fans know that you're serious about winning a championship when you go out and get a chance to. Why is it hard for us to do that? It's not hard for the Eagles. Winning a Super Bowl is not enough for them. Even if they lose, we know that they tried. And that's what I want the Lions organization to do. Sometimes you can't be so loyal. Sometimes you have to make the tough decisions. So, they're 6-4 right now. They're in a playoff wild card spot. They play the Giants. We'll see. This any given Sunday, they have to come out here and take it seriously, and maybe they win that game. They might get some players back, but I was very disappointed when they held Pat um, after the bye week. I was very disappointed with that. So I'm kind of, it's always been like this. I still love the Lions, but you have to watch from okay, they're okay. They might make the playoffs. I have to enjoy it for the individuals like Jameer Gibbs, David Montgomery, St. Brown, and things of that nature. Because other than that, they're always going to disappoint you. So I'm gonna still cover it. I'm gonna still cover football. Um, far as calling games, I'll give updates. So that's how I feel about it as a Lions fan and a sports fanatic. So yeah, they 6-4. We'll see what they're gonna do. Game coming up Sunday against the Giants. So I'm on my way to 300 subscribers. I'm at 193 now. Please hit the like button. Please share, comment, and So thank you in advance. And this is Steve for 6 Women Sports, and I'm out.